Hey guys, sorry about that. I got cut off. I'm going to continue with the documents. See here, let me just get them together. I was talking about the Holy of Holies and how the Knights Templar had discovered something, probably the Ark there. Knights Templar is basically how the Masons came to be in modern day. The Knights Templar disappeared in 1305. They originally were at the temple that found the Ark in 1099 AD. In 1305, on Friday the 13th, that's where we get that Friday the 13th from, a lot of the Knights Templar were arrested. Most of them. And they were killed by the Roman Empire. Now, let's get the next document. Okay, now the Masonic lodges actually start at this time, branching from the Knights Templar. They wanted to keep these secrets from the elite. Okay, that was a good thing. You had the royal bloodlines, you had the elite, you had the Knights Templar that said, listen, we want to give this information to the people, we don't want to give this information to the elite. Now, after Friday the 13th, they disappeared for a while. Now guilds started to open up, and they were basically teaching things, mathematics and geometry, masonry. And occult knowledge as well. Masonry continued for a while. They started to be banned in a lot of places. A lot of places where the royal bloodlines actually existed. The royal bloodlines right now are still ruling the world. The Queen of England, she's ruling the world. Princess Diana, why do you think she's dead? They killed her. They only wanted Princess Diana to procreate with Princess Charles for the kids. They're all into the bloodlines. Okay, they all see that they have to procreate with these bloodlines to keep their spirits alive, to keep going for this Luciferian agenda that they have. Masonry is banned for a while because of this, from the elites. In the 1700s, Masonic ideals became popular out of the Renaissance for the regular people. Many prominent people became Masons. You got Washington and Franklin, which is post-Renaissance. They're in America at the time, but they were Masons. And our country was built on the Masonic ideals, whether you like to hear that or not. The Masons were good at one time. Like I said, I'm a Mason. I've been initiated. And there's higher up levels, and there are occultists there that believe in the Luciferian agenda, but Masons don't. Masons just want to learn the occult knowledge that was hidden from us for a long time to do good, and we did good in this country, I think, with the Masons that helped build it. Okay, the bloodlines of the royals, known to some occultists, but seek out to enter the Masonry and take it over. Okay, so at this time, they see Masonry is actually a little powerful. So the bloodlines want to take it over. And this is also during a time of the American Revolution. And they knew that a lot of Masons actually were the people who started America. And the Masons were a good thing because they were stealing the occult knowledge from the bad people. In 1776, the year of our independence, the Bavarian Illuminati in Germany started by British MI5. The British and Germans, Hessians, worked against us in the in the Revolutionary War. So they made these secret societies basically in opposition to us. It's Satanism, the opposition. Same year, the Jacobins take over the French political system, but also the French Freemason lodges. They were basically the Illuminati for the French, the Jacobins, and they are the ones who designed the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is actually supposed to be Lucifer, carrying the light. If you look at the points around the head, if you saw Beyonce on the Grammys, you know what I'm talking about. So we got Bavaria, Illuminati. They're taking over all Freemason lodges at this time. George Washington, on his deathbed, was happy that they didn't do that in America. But years later, Howard Taft, the president's father, President Taft's father, him and a few other people go to Germany, and they learn Illuminism. They learn the Hegelian dialect from Hegel directly. They learn from Kant, these German philosophers, all in German Illuminati. And that only lasted for like 10 years before Germany banned it, because they knew it was bad news. And then they went underground, basically infiltrating the Masonic lodges in Germany and so on and so forth. So that's why George Washington, the founding fathers, were very purist people who were Masons. They were very God-fearing people. They were good people. Now, what they were trying to do in this instance is take that over. The Jacobins actually were the Illuminati version in France, and they were taking over all the lodges in France, the Freemason lodges. That's why our Statue of Liberty, like I said before, is basically Lucifer. So the Jacobins are basically the Illuminati, and our ally at the time, our ally was France. In the revolution, we didn't support it. That was because we knew the Jacobins were controlling it. On George Washington's deathbed, he said he was glad the Jacobins had not infiltrated the United States or the Illuminati. However, years later, like I was saying, Taft went to Germany. In 1832, he established what was called the Skull and Bones. In 1832, Taft began his Skull and Bones, the Illuminati chapter of the United States. Masonic lodges start getting infiltrated at the higher levels with Illuminism. Now, think about that. What George Washington was against the whole time happened. And these bad people actually took over the lodges that they were a part of, that they built America from. So these people hold on one sec, because the documents are too many. These people were anti-American. They were globalists. They wanted a global control. That's completely against God's will. God said that there should always be nations, and the nations should always work with each other. That's sovereignty. That's sovereignty. All right, we have the royal bloodlines breeding together. What happened to Princess Diana? Why was she killed? Why was she even chosen? Why did Prince Charles go after her? If you really read about it, like I did, there was some creepy stuff about that. Princess Diana was actually a part of a certain bloodline that the Queen wanted him to mate with. He was banging some other woman, an ugly woman. Princess Diana was very beautiful. He never really had sex with her, only to procreate the children. And he did it because of the bloodlines. He was having satanic sex with other women, and that's why they didn't have a good relationship, and that's why she was traveling the world trying to help kids and stuff like that. She was killed by the Queen. The Queen had killed her. Satanic rituals, ruling global elites, use of interdimensional demons, belief of technical a technocratic life. Okay, anti-human, human child sacrifice, pedophilia. Aleister Crowley, CIA, was actually created from Skull and Bones. Kennedy was killed by the CIA. He was against the secret societies. CIA killed Kennedy. When I was little, I was into all the conspiracy theories, but I can tell you right now, they all connect together. H.G. Wells was actually initiated. I used to read his books when I was a kid. He wrote of a one world reign, basically one world government. Now we have a spiritual war within the church. Satanism is actually taking over the Catholic Church, my church. The third secret of Fatima that I have explained. I do think that there are Luciferians running it right now. I think our current Pope is a Luciferian. And that's not good. The third secret of Fatima was supposed to be released in 1960 by Pope Pope John IV. He never released it. He probably knew what was going on, so he didn't want to release it. And then they said there will be massive pain and destruction for people because of that. We have to understand, okay, that there is a Luciferian agenda, and it's real. So we have the spiritual war within the church. The most deceived are the satanic elite. Okay, they are the most deceived. They are the most deceived because they think that the all-seeing eye is from Lucifer, but it's not. The all-seeing eye is from God. They are the most deceived, and they're going to burn in hell forever, even though they think that they're going to live forever through technocracy and the breeding of the bloodlines and all that stuff. It's very creepy stuff, and these people actually believe this. New World Order. New World Order is obviously not something we want to implement. New World Order is a one world government. Put the documents down. Okay, little breaking news. Obama actually has 250 offices since he had been, since he's left the office of the President of the United States. He has 250 offices, 32,000 hardcore leftist aggregators on full-time payroll that are going to go against Trump. And this is all funded by Soros. It's in the documents. You can go read them yourself. There's a vast Illuminati conspiracy going on. I don't like using the word Illuminati because, they say, a lot of people think it's a conspiracy theory, and it's not a good word to use, it be a cause. But like I was saying before, duality. We have such a good force. This is good in America. Donald Trump is good. But then, in order to have that, evil must happen. And God knows this because He created this universe universe based on mathematics. And the mathematics basically say that the evil is always going to be there, but the good has to always fight it. The good has to always fight the evil, because the good will end up in the kingdom of heaven. We exist in a quantum state forever, and I've said that before. Okay, we're going to actually, the good are going to exist on a higher plane. The ones who worship Lucifer and think they're going to live forever, technocratically, which basically means that they're going to live forever basically as robots. They're going to upload their consciousness into a robot. They're already thinking about doing that. They're not going to live forever. They're going to be destroyed in the lake of fire. But all of us that have been quantum beings, which means that we've been living forever, we have a past, but right now in this consciousness, what we have, the good will be in the kingdom of heaven. Not in a form like you and me see right now, but in a form much different. Now, I have a lot of other breaking documents. There's breaking news regarding Priebus. I said he was a good pick. And now I'm thinking he's a good pick only because he's going to be discredited. Donald Trump will be able to discredit a major player in the establishment. That will work good on his favor. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to end this right now, and I'm going to probably post some more because I could be rambling on forever. But I hope you understand a little bit more about the occult information that I provided. Okay, so I'm ending this broadcast. Hope you boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen have had a good time watching, and I will talk to you guys later.